Hello YouTube, this is RedFox72, and I'm here bringing you another video on how to build different objects. So this one's going to be the flushing mob trap that I featured in my spider separator tutorial, which will have a link in the description, so I'm going to fly up to one that I built. This is my second recording of part 1, and the only reason I'm redoing it is because it mysteriously vanished from my computer. So I'm redoing the first, roughly, whole part 1. So this is my flushing mob trap that we're going to be building. Its dimensions are, it is 21 long, I believe, and it is 16, 18 across, and all but 2 of them are spawnable. All but a row of 2 in the center is a spawnable area, and this is the piston clock that controls the flushing. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to rebuild to where my other part left off. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to check your Y coordinate. As you can see on the far left side of the screen, there's your X, Y, and Z coordinates. And right now my Y is 4. So in order to make it so that no mobs will spawn on the ground at nighttime or in caves, you need to be 128 above your current Y position. So what we're going to do is we're going to pillar up 128 blocks, which means you're going to go to 132. Dang it. And if you're building this on survival, it will take quite a bit of materials, so this is a later game build, but it will help you tremendously in getting mob items. I know for certain that you will get an absolute ton of stuff. If I were to turn it on easy right now, there be roughly 20 things in that at any given time. So you're going to pillar up to 132, and if you're on survival, you just jump in place like this. So that's 132. So right here is going to be your base where you want to stand, and then from here, mobs spawning, they can't spawn within 24 blocks of you, and they can't despawn within 32 blocks of you, which means you want to try to keep mobs in that distance away. But if they're greater than 128 blocks, they'll instantly despawn, which is why you pillared up 128 blocks. Because now, any mobs that are on the surface, any hostile ones, peaceful ones will still be there, like the sheep that were there, but any hostile mob, as I fly up, they would be despawning in a circle around me. So like it'd be slowly shrinking down until they just all disappeared. So what you're going to do from here is you're going to pillar up another 24 blocks, and you're going to offset it by just a little bit, if I can actually fly and not fall. And as you can see, I only have stone, and that's because that's all you need at this point. So I'm going to move out 3 blocks, and from here, I'm going to go up another 24, which means I'm going to go up to 156. So, and if you guys want to see something different, just let me know, and I'll take that into consideration when thinking about future videos. But this will be a 2-part video, so be sure to check out part 2 afterwards. So right here, this is the base of your mob trap. So you're going to want to make a 2x2 area like this, and then this area right here is going to be where all the mobs flow to. So you're going to want to break all these blocks down, except for that one, because that's going to be your flat area, and build a little wall around it. And this is just so that they will fall and die. So this will be where mobs spawn. So now from here, you're going to build this side up to, and this side up to, and you're going to leave these sides flat. And then you're going to extend this side out 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this side out 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is going to be the spawning pad. This number is not magic. You can choose any length you want to. It's just, I chose 9 and 11 because that's the size of that mob trap. And In order to get decent spawn rates, I would recommend no shorter than 8 long. So 4 a side would be the absolute minimum, or you're going to have absurdly low spawn rates. And as you can see, I'm building the beginnings of the canal right here. So this is going to be the canal where mobs fall into and get swept to the center. And you're just going to want to build this on both sides. As you can see, it's a fairly material intensive process. Each row of this is 20 blocks. However, you don't have to use stone, you can use any material you want to. I do say that later, but it's probably better to let you guys know right now. You can use any material you want to for these blocks. They can be cobblestone. You could build it out of obsidian if you really wanted to, although I don't know why anyone would want to build a huge mega structure out of solid obsidian. I know for sure I wouldn't. So this is the basis of it. Now, for those of you who don't know, water will flow 8 blocks. And that's going to be the basis of our mob trap. So we want to have this side extend out 8 blocks. So that's 2 blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if water were to be placed as a source right here, it would flow all the way over to here and stop and not fall into the canal. So you're going to want to fill out these floors to be completely flat. This will make it so that mobs will spawn there. But you don't want mobs to be able to fit because water is going to be dropping down from above. You don't want them to sit in that water stream because otherwise they will simply drown. So you're going to need stone slabs, and you're going to put it on the 9th block. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You want a stone slab. And this comes in handy later because eventually the ceiling is going to be too tall like that. This means that the water is going to fall onto this half slab, and mobs will not be able to get into it and get stuck. And if a spider were to get up there, they will stick out here and get pushed by the water source that's right here. So what you're going to do now is you're just going to fill in this whole thing flat with stone, and once you're done with that, you have the basics floor of the mob trap. And on this 9th block, you're going to put a single stone half slab all the way across. So that's the basics of the mob trap. There's not much else you need to do here. And I will see you after I have built this. Hello Minecraft, or YouTube. I'm back, and this is the finished beginnings of the mob trap. So I went ahead and added stone slabs all along the 9th block so that if you were to put water on them, the water will flow straight to the edge. If yours doesn't do that, you're going to be complaining this will not work. So make sure you have that. And I went ahead and added a wall around the edge, and it's right on the edge of where these water canals were. So next we're going to go ahead and set up these water canals to carry the mobs to here, which is where we will put the trap to kill them. So you're just going to put water in the end of both canals, and while I was working on this I noticed this water does not reach. This water does, so this canal is done. But this water doesn't, so you need to extend it. The way you're going to do this is you're going to punch out these 6 blocks, or actually these 8 blocks. You're going to punch out these 8 blocks, or these 6 here. Forgive me, I'm going off memory here. So you have a water stream here, and mobs will get pushed up onto this and continue on. But you're going to add a sign here, a sign here, a sign here, and a sign there. And then you can add water directly next to this sign, oops, and directly next to that sign. What this will do is any mob that ends up in this water stream, they'll be trying to jump out, they'll swim around, and when they reach here, they'll be forced to go over and they'll end up here. No, don't fall. So, next, what you're going to do is you're going to build the ceiling. And you're only going to build it as far as right here. Do not build a ceiling over this area back here. This area will be covered later. You're going to build a ceiling that's just tall enough for you to walk through. And if you do extend it, dang it, Okay, if you do extend it beyond, it won't be the end of the world, but it will make it more difficult in the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and add the ceiling. You just make it 2 blocks high, and you add a wall all the way across and all the way across the entire structure. So I will be back when I have done that. Hello again, YouTube. I just finished the ceiling, and as you can see, it's completely covering this inside part, and when you go inside, even though there's still light getting in, it is now semi-dark. So you want it to be dark in here, obviously, because otherwise hostile mobs cannot spawn. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build the spot to hold the water. So for that, you're going to build a wall. It's 3 blocks tall. Don't build it on this side. On this side, you are going to put a sticky piston right here with a block in front of it. And you're going to repeat that all the way down. This is to keep the water. You're going to place blocks here. And when this piston is extended, you're going to be able to place water there and have it run all the way across. And that will keep the water from falling down and messing up your trap. So you just have to place pistons all the way across, like this, and I'm failing at placing them. You're just going to place them all the way across. This can be done with normal pistons, it just requires a little bit different. So to demonstrate, I'll do normal pistons on that side to show the difference. With normal pistons, say you can't get access to slime balls, you're just going to put them 1 block closer, and then there's a little bit different. You have to cover up the redstone light, and you have to cover up the pistons better. So when we come to redstone wiring, I'll come to that though. So once I've done building the water container, I will be back.